God's Awakening, TGIT, thank God it is today. I'm Clara Hubbard, host of Single Talk Radio Show, and we're here today as we are celebrating African Heritage Week, as well as Go Red for Women. I'm doing this event today in honor of my mother, Barbara Hubbard, who would have been 72 years old on yesterday. And so my advocacy is to really educate our community that we do have options and that people do care about each other. So we're living a life of love, happiness, and understanding. This event is at the Oakwood Shores Residence. They open their doors to me. Their address is 3750 South Vincennes, Cottage Grove. And thank our sponsors, especially our friends from FightHighBloodPressure.com. That is one of the leading factors that can save our lives. They're doing screenings today, and we can bring a whole workshop to you with no delay. Give us a call. Call my Senior Talk office at 312-428-6919. God bless you. I love you. And remember, in complete darkness, we are all the same. It is only our knowledge and wisdom that separate us. Take care of yourself, and don't forget that self-care is not being selfish. We'll talk to you soon.
We're here today because I like to do things in excellence. And I thought it would be more appropriate today to celebrate each of you. Your gift, your energy, your smile, something has meant something to make this day happen for me.
Life is about prioritizing, and it's not about my schedule. And life is so short, and we're talking about heart transplants. And I thought about what I was going to say today, and I've been speaking from my heart all my life. And God gives you the desires of your heart if you serve the people. Only when you serve the people will you have, your soul will be happy. And my soul is happy to be here with you all. You have to have a servant's heart. That's how I found my wife, y'all. Her auntie said, you need to meet my niece because you have a servant's heart. And she was like, who is this man with this three-piece suit acting like a janitor? So today, I salute you all. Let's raise these glasses up, whatever in y'all cup. I'm not going to tell nobody. But let's have a toast to these ladies because you all deserve it. And may God continue to give you all the desires of your heart.
I know He's a deliverer and a miracle worker. The Bible tells you in Jeremiah 30:17, for I will restore health unto thee, and I will heal thee of thy wounds, saith the Lord. Gospel artist, the Chicago Mass Choir, sings a song entitled, Thank You. Thank you, Jesus, for all you've done for me. That's my song. Several of Richard Smallwood's songs remains with me every day. He brought me all the way, and total praise I give to God. And in closing, everybody, the words of this song penned by an artist, Reverend James Cleveland, many, many years ago. I don't feel no ways tired. I come too far from where I started from. Nobody told me that the road would be easy. I don't believe He brought me this far to leave me. My name is Pam Wilkes Walker, and I approve this message. I love you.
The head of cardiology was there at the hospital. He said, run the test one more time. When they ran the test that third or fourth time, I'm laying there hooked up to everything. All these nurses and doctors ran in, and he said, she's having a heart attack right now. Thanks be to God that I was in the hospital because I had a massive heart attack. Not just a heart attack. My left heart had given out completely. Luckily, I was in the hospital and they were able to put a balloon pump in me.
All right, family, God bless you. Yes, you're tuning into another exciting show of Senior Talk with Clara Hubbard, your resource and information show for people getting better with age. Well, this is Heart Health Month, and the video we just showed you was a presentation that we did roughly 2 years ago. February is a very, very important month for me because February is Heart Health Month. As I've told many people in my communication and through my story, that my mother passed at the young age of 42 of heart disease. And so it was something that was totally unexpected. She went to work, talked to her on the phone. Within hours, she collapsed at a restaurant near our home and was gone at the age of 42. And so I just thought it would be imperative now to just make sure that I use some of my programming and on purpose that I bring to you this quality programming. So for every Wednesday in the month of February, we're going to feature somebody with heart health information, tips. We're going to talk about love and all the things that make it what it is. But we are very excited because we have a special guest joining us today. But let me go back to the video that you saw. So in that video, you saw none other than the gospel sister herself, the phenomenal Pam Morris. She has a new publication out. And so I'm just doing a little reunion because we're looking to bring them on board to share their stories through Heart Health Month. She joined us at Oakwood Center, Oakwood Church Senior Building a couple of years ago for that and shared excerpts from her book, which is now published. So we're excited about that. God bless you. And she is doing well. Also, you heard from a beautiful, beautiful sister. Her name is Monique Sims. Monique Sims, let me tell you, she had heart transplant. And very shortly after that show that you saw, she was a recipient of a new heart. So we're going to bring Monique back on. Yes, these are young women. And then we're also, you saw Head on Red and Black, the phenomenal Phyllis Rogers. Phyllis Rogers is someone and proprietor and owner of Peer Plus Education and Training Advocates. She is a great, great, great friend of Senior Talk, and I look forward to having her on board. She's coming to talk about COVID, cancer, and the long haul syndrome that's coming up later on in our shows, sometime in the third week coming up. But we're going to talk about that. But everybody knows this lady who's going to be joining us real soon. She's in our virtual green room getting ready. Let me tell you, we have something called, it's taking over the country, but definitely Illinois by storm. Essie Marie's salad dressing. Let me tell you, her salad dressing has been called the best dressed. Let me tell you, it's all natural, healthy. She gives you recipes and she really shares a lot of the great stuff that she is doing. She can show you how to use it with marinade. She puts it on a flat top grill, lobster tails, scallops, fish, you name it. She makes all types of great products. And so I'm going to be very excited to welcome her. She's going to be joining us pretty soon. But what we want to also share with you is that if you have a product, business, or service, you can be a part of what we do here called Senior Talk with Clara Hubbard. We have a great opportunity to be of service to you. We want to talk to you about anything that you have for this month of February for heart health or for Black History Month. Now, as we know, Black History Month, we celebrate, this is just the anniversary of Black History Month, but we celebrate Black history because we're living it 365 days a year. So we don't put a timeline on it. So this month of February is just a history of our time, and it's a anniversary, as my girl said. So let's make note of that. So we want all of our friends to know that we are greeting you also. I hope I got it. I should be a smart person. I will have it. If you are a new subscriber to our Senior Talk with Clara Hubbard page on YouTube, I have a beautiful mask that I want to share and I will send to you, and I'll get that during one of our breaks. But I had to put this out because a lot of women are missing and men are being diagnosed. We are living through a COVID, and this is the second wave. Now, praise God, we have a new administration and we are now getting new community partners in to really be advocates for this syndrome, and now we are in under 100-day plus. Now it's 2 weeks since the new administration has been in, so we're like 84 days into the new administration, so we can still wear our masks. He's asking everyone to wear a mask. Everyone wear a mask. So please do that. Wear a mask. I say it again, wear a mask to make sure that you are helping to reduce the COVID-19 spread. There are many organizations who've reached out to me. I'm very excited. We're going to have some doctors on. We also had an invitation last week where, and we're going to try to bring that YouTube up, where Dr. Kismet, the young lady who is only 34, was part of the vaccine. So let's be clear. I want to share all of that with you. So we're going to take a quick commercial break, and I'm going to check on my guest who's going to be joining us. Y'all know her. She got the salad dressing everywhere. And it's delicious. It's delicious. And we want you to also know, if you have a question or comment for our broadcast, you're welcome to be a guest on our show and share your product, business, or service at seniortalkmedia.com. Go to seniortalkmedia.com or call our office at 312-428-6919. So God bless you all. Stay tuned. We're going to play this little commercial and let you share some good work of what my girlfriend is doing. And we'll be right back soon. I'm doing too well. So again, that was a beautiful, very quick synopsis of our special guest. Tonia Scott is the founder proprietor of S. Marie's Salad Dressing, and she has been labeled the best dressed salad dressing, all natural and good for you. Good for you. So what we're going to do is this. I think there is maybe a small error on her end, but what I'm going to do is I'm just going to do the show. First of all, I want everyone to see my Go Red for Women tree right behind me. It is Go Red for Women. On Friday, February 5th, is Go Red for Women. They're asking everyone to wear some form of red. I am rocking my red heart, as I do always through the month of February, but also through all of our programming. Let me tell you, I'm so excited, so you don't want to miss it. Now, here's what's going on. I have been talking to many people around the country, and we are leading into some great programming. So let me tell you what's going on. Our community is in need of services, 100%. And because the COVID kicked in, some of us have not been as attentive to our own personal needs as we should have been. So what we're doing is we're taking a leap of faith. And yesterday's show with my sister, Ashley Cooper, was stellar. There were many people who gave us, Clara, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. So what we're doing is we're creating an element of a faith-based community initiative through Senior Talk. First of all, a couple of weeks ago, I had my brother Joe Gray on from Gray's Way Insurance. And what we're going to do, along with many community partners, and if you are an insurance company, send your information to seniortalk@gmail.com, and we would love to have you a part of what we're doing. So what we're going to do is this. We're going to take a quick commercial break once again. We'll tell you more about that initiative later on in our show. But our special guest is here. Let's give her a round of applause. But after her commercial break intro, everyone stay tuned.
Hey, beautiful.
Hey, we're going to do a little quick commercial break.
Okay.
Welcome you. All right, stay tuned.
Okay, all right. Sorry about the technical difficulties.
Life happens, but we're here today. Let's get it done.
Figure it
Look who's here.
Hey!
Our virtual green room. Let me tell you, I told people to stand by. She's gonna be with us. She's gonna be with us.
I wouldn't miss it. I wouldn't miss it. I love you, Clara.
Oh, love you too. So let me tell you, in our show intro, I played our video for when we first got together some years ago, and we were introduced by the phenomenal, now branding expert, Andrea Thompson. Let me tell you.
Yes.
Yes, she is the baddest chick around.
Yes.
Through that, we almost looked at each other and said, are we almost living the same life?
Yeah.
Yes.
That is so true.
Yes.
It was like, Andrea introduced us, and it was just like the perfect connect. Losing a mom is just something, it's very different. It's very different from any other loss that I've had.
Yeah.
Like you lost your mom at an early age, like I did. And for us to connect and with the same mission as heart health and things of that nature, it just was like a blessing. Like God is saying, like, okay, this is who you need to be with. This is your friend. Why are you here? So it was really special to me.
But let me say, I am happy because I was speaking to a young lady yesterday, one of our guests, and it's just, how do you say, it's all, I can almost define this as the year of the woman. You know what I'm saying? And myself is right, respectively. But what she did mention is that soul of her mother is unmatched. And even though, let's be very clear, even though we had a short time with our mothers on this earthly realm, we still represent them in everything we do.
Yes.
Yeah. So
yes,
some of us know your story, and if you would just talk a little bit about the story, and then I got another segment that I'm gonna pull you into because you got something to touch a lot of people. And let's talk about the loss of your mother, and then the will in you to go forward.
Sure. Well, like Clara said, I lost my mom when I was 15, and my mom and I were best friends. Like, she was just like a lot of fun, like the type of mother that you would like to have fun with. She joked a lot. She also, taught you a lot and showed you a lot. So, one day I had just got my first job. I'll never forget. It was at the Woods Theater downtown. And something made me call home on my break instead of calling friends. I was like, let me call home and talk to mom. And one thing she said was, make something of you. I want you to always keep a job. That's what she said. I want you to always keep you a job. And I'm like, okay. And don't leave because your sister is coming to pick you up. I was like, okay. So when I got home, it was a normal Sunday. She made a full Sunday meal. She would make these amazing heart healthy meals, not heart healthy, but scrumptious meals every Sunday in our household. I come from a huge family. I'm number 13 of 14. My mom and dad raised us on the south side of Chicago. And that it was just a normal day. Normal. Nothing about the day was abnormal at all. My mother wasn't ill, anything. So that night after supper, she was just like, I can't, I need some air. I need some air. So we didn't know what was going on. We didn't know what it was. We knew nothing about healthcare. We knew nothing about CPR, none of that. So the fact of her trying to get this air, she couldn't get the air. 911 was called, and as she laid on the floor, she was just like, make something of yourself. And that was the last time I heard anything from my mom. And so she passed away. What? And so that's so emotional to me every time I think about it.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
No, don't. Let me say this. If you wasn't crying, something be wrong, because you are a phenomenal woman. And it's a difficult thing. Okay, so we want to go there. Let me give you my story.
Yes.
So here I was, 17 years old. My mother and I moved into a new apartment. Little better neighborhood, was on the phone with her, and I said, ooh, I want Chinese food for dinner. So she said, okay. So she went to the Chinese place in our community of Roseland. Shout out to Roseland, the product of Roseland.
Old-fashioned donuts.
Old-fashioned donuts, real talk. And so, and you know what, let's give him a shout out. We're going to try to get him on the show because he's a
legend.
Yeah. We'll talk about that later. So here's what happened. I was at home. I knew I talked to her before she left work, and I wanted Chinese food. That was out there. And literally, honest to God, I got a call from her best friend who came to the house and said, I need you to go with me. Like, When I get to the hospital, I was told that she collapsed in front of the Chinese restaurant. And two police officers put my mother in the back of their vehicle and took her to Roseland Hospital.
Oh my gosh.
That being said, they tried to revive her, and they did for a moment, and then she just went on. I'm gonna say this publicly. I love Salem Baptist Church of Chicago.
Yeah.
This was 1989. I was 17 years old. It was 1 month before my 18th birthday. And 2 months before my prom, graduation, and all that stuff.
Wow.
Let me be very clear. And I hope this message will get to him, but Reverend James T. Meeks was right there.
Wow.
And we talked to me,
so amazing.
Gave me the news, and he just, him, First Lady Meeks, they just comforted me. There was so many people from my Salem Baptist Church family that comforted me. Here I am, 17, with all these upcoming celebrations.
Yeah.
And my hero is gone.
Yes.
The one thing that I can say, and I stand on it, as sure as I'm alive, is that when my mother's homegoing service happened, Reverend Meeks opened the doors to the church. But his sermon title was, "What do you do when the sun goes down in the middle of the day?" Girl, I'm going to be a witness right here. My family members, my cousins, they joined Salem Baptist Church of Chicago.
Wow.
We were on 85th and Jeffrey. No, 8201 South Jeffrey. Hello. We were there. But the services were held at my grandmother's church at Emmanuel. So now, Itonia Scott and Clara Hubbard, we get to be the light that they were. That's a hiccup in our mission.
That's right.
If I gotta say what your life mission is. You said I created all now for health and I can. And that's the element of your mother at all times. Guess what? She going further than we thought. In everybody's house. She's marinating everybody's flavor. Girl, you did the scallops. I almost jumped up.
You did say that.
You did the lofty tail. I'm like, so we get to do this thing. It's okay. It's very okay. And no day is ever going to be the same. I mean, I do send condolences to friends who have lost their loved ones. But I'm going to tell you right now, do yourself a favor. And here's the thing. What would we be if we did not have the power of God?
Yeah, nothing.
Nothing. So there's no room in my heart spirit to negotiate. You know what I'm saying?
That's right.
And I live by the fact that I get to be, yes, I am the daughter of Barbara Hubbard.
Yes.
How
I love it.
How beautiful. You know, you have to find some element.
Yes.
So here it is. Some years have passed on, and we're getting better with age.
Yes, we are.
So tell me from where you sit, how, this is what I want you to talk to. This is Black History Month. This is Black History. We got a Black entrepreneur with us today. We're going to get this back.
Yes.
What's within you to develop and come out of your kitchen to now have your salad dressing marinades be the leading product in Mariano? How did you encourage yourself? How did that come about?
Well, what happened, I used to, at work, I used to take them to work all the time, take the salads to work for functions and stuff like that. And my my coworkers and then some of the employees were like, don't let her leave until we get the recipe. So they were my mom recipes, but they weren't heart healthy at the time. And so I wanted to do them and make them heart healthy in memory of my mom. And so my husband, I said, we need to do something meaningful with this. People love them, I don't know, like something needs to be done, And so we just brainstormed about it. And then we was like, Essie Marie's, and then of course, because of the pain that I've endured losing her, that name mean a lot to me, but it had to be meaningful and helpful to people. Like my mom always, like, you couldn't come in our house without getting fed. She always wanted to help people. And I'm the same way, even in my personal profession. That's what I do. I help people. It's just what I do. It's like, I'm not even doing nothing if I'm not helping nobody. I don't feel like I'm being utilized. And so the product had to be healthy. And so we made it heart healthy, vegan friendly, low sodium, because every year there's 1.5 million new diagnoses to cardiovascular disease related ailments, high blood pressure, and stroke. So that's why the product is needed. You know, it's so needed because our community seriously is suffering from a silent killer. I call it a silent killer. You know, even before COVID, I think it still may be the number one killer. You know, I know COVID is taking a sudden, spotlight of all these people passing away suddenly, but heart disease, and as you know, Clara, is the number one killer in the Black and brown communities.
Absolutely. But here I am. I'm here to piggyback on what you said, because COVID is one thing.
Yeah.
But our disparities are still in place.
Absolutely.
So they have not left.
Yeah.
So how many of us can say that we've practiced self-care? We just wanted to get through the next day.
Absolutely.
Quarantine. Let's real. I'm serious. I know.
You're right.
I looked at myself. I talked to my coach, Coach Thomas, who's one of our new correspondents, and he said, Claire, this heart health is real business during this COVID.
It is.
You know, it holds a lot.
Yes.
It holds our emotions.
Absolutely.
It holds our psychological thought.
Yes.
We put a lot on
Absolutely. Oh yeah, for sure.
So we might as well put some good. The best dressed salad.
Thank you so much, Clara. And see, the thing is, this is what the mission is so important to me. When I was interviewing or trying out for Shark Tank, and I was doing a little research on other stuff, the competitors, and I realized a lot of that stuff is really loaded in a lot of chemicals and things of that nature, stuff you can't pronounce. And some people really do salad diets. If they're not vegan, they just maybe just eating healthy. So why would you want to put that stuff on your food every day? If you're going to be a salad consumer or you want some clean food, you want to get a clean product to use. And so the salad dressings, I'm serious, turn over your Kraft bottles, turn over any other Ken Steakhouse bottles, turn over those bottles and look at the back and see if you can pronounce half of the stuff that's in them. It's ridiculous. Wow. It's ridiculous.
That's big.
Yeah. And to me, it just wasn't that serious to have taste. My important thing about creating a product was it had to taste good, because there's a lot of healthy stuff, but do it taste good? Is it going to make you keep coming back? So, that was important for it too, Clara.
You know how we do. I know. I told my husband, it's just that I want the taste of it.
Yes.
I mean, and especially because I'm a big, huge. Oh my God, you gotta do a Taco Tuesday. Help me. I am.
Did you see
girl? I'm a taco. I don't know if I did, but I need heart healthy tacos. Talk to me.
I did a heart healthy taco.
Oh Jesus, yes.
Not with my sauces, but I gave a good option for it.
Okay, well we don't need that. Be clear, because I have told myself. Some days I wake up, it's the beginning of the month.
I know. I love tacos too. I swear I'm part Mexican and I love pizza.
Yeah.
Italian.
So let's talk about this. Let's talk to the entrepreneur, because like I said, you started in the kitchen, then you bottled it up and shared it with your coworkers.
Yes.
I just want to have the mindset to make this a global phenomenon. I mean, I saw Reverend Al Sharpton with a head. Let's talk about that. Here's the question. How do you use your vision and put it into a written platform to see it now on shelves? Because you do have a story, and you know what? Stay tuned, girl. I got something for you I want to share with you.
Okay.
Let's take this commercial break. I want everybody to hear this.
Okay.
My daughter's love for her mother and a passion for eating healthy created a Black-owned business that is thriving. SC Marie salad dressing is heart healthy, vegan, and low salt. There are 5 flavors. Ishonia Scott is the owner and chef, and she is with us live from Plainfield. Ishonia, it's good to see you. How are you?
I'm great. Thank you. Thanks for having me.
It's really nice to have you here on the News at 11. I'm looking down here. You call yourself a heart health foodpreneur. What's that all about?
Pretty much, I lost my mom at a very early age when I was 15, and it was devastating, but it changed my life for the better. I lost her to undiagnosed heart disease, which is the #1 killer amongst women and minorities. Every year there's 1.5 million new diagnoses in those communities. And a lot of it's because of the way we like to eat. We like to eat things that are delicious, Who wants something that's healthy, but it does not taste good? So I said to my husband that I wanted to create something delicious. And so we decided to put my mom products in a heart healthy way to help give back to others and to give them something delicious.
So the loss of your mom helped you inspire the business that you have today. And how's the business doing?
It's doing very well. We just been asked to expand in all the Mariano stores, as well as more Pete's Fresh Market stores, as well as Whole Foods stores. So it's growing. It's really growing. We started off here in Chicago about three and a half years ago. Quickly became the #1 dressing and marinade in Whole Foods when we started out in the Inglewood store. And they expanded us to any location that we wanted to venture into.
You just mentioned, so you're doing well. And you just mentioned Mariano's, and you asked Mariano's if you could sell your dressing in their store. And the initial answer was no. And you want other business owners to hear that. Why?
Okay. I don't know what the reasoning was, but he said no. And I said, well, can I just have one store? And he agreed to give me the one store that summer. And we knocked it out the park. And pretty much they've just been opening doors ever since. Mariano's has been really, since we, really introduced ourselves and been selling products in there and it's going well, they've been really loving up on us and recently named us Best Dressed.
And just starting with that one store and Luck in Preparation all coming together.
Yeah.
But before I let you go, Ashonia, if your mom were here today, what do you think she would say about Essie Marie's?
Wow, I haven't asked myself that question, but I think people always tell me that she would be quite happy and very excited about the product being in stores with her name to help others.
Yeah, and the work that you continue to do and the help that you're giving to so many. Ashonia Scott, good to see you. Thank you so much for your time this morning. We appreciate it.
Thank you, Terrell. Thank you, guys.
All right, have a good one. And we got more information about Essie Marie and other Black-owned businesses coming up this week on our website, abc7chicago.com.
Hey, if you like that video, be sure to subscribe to our ABC7 Chicago YouTube channel.
Well, if you like that video, you need to subscribe to Senior Talk Media. That's what you do.
That's right. That's right.
That is your message in a small nutshell. But here's what I want you to do. We have many aspiring people with great products that never goes outside of their walls. How do you take, we just gonna sell it at home and see how it go. You know how
right, yes.
How do you encourage that person? I mean, what made you just say, you know what? More people need to enjoy this delicious marinades and salad dressings. How did you get the start to go out of the walls? I mean, you got husband, family, and your co-host, your children are the best.
You saw.
How do you pull that mindset to say, I want to take this to another platform so other people can be blessed by what you've created?
Clara, seriously, to tell you the truth, I just think some form of entrepreneurship is just embedded in you. When I was a kid, I used to buy and resell candy. I used to make shirts and I just always was selling stuff. I don't know. I mean, it wasn't for profit. It was just, I was like selling stuff. I don't know. So I would say, everybody that is an entrepreneur and you have those ideas, take them and expand on them because, they can be definitely left for your family someday. I look at my cabinet and I see Heinz and Helmets. I'm like, I don't even know these people. Like, they have whole legacies for their families. And I've been eating their stuff since I could remember. I mean, why can't we have some products that we create as well in people's cabinets, And I'm just saying, they had an idea. Whatever idea it is you have, whatever it is, even if it's not food, take that idea and expand on it. Never be stuck in a circle about what it is. Never keep going round and round and round with the same idea. Take it beyond that. Take it beyond.
What I'm going to say is I love now what we call the power of the pop-up.
Oh, yeah.
The power of the pop-up, whoever came up with that concept, is really awesome.
It is.
It helps people to really come out of their homes, to be around other entrepreneurs who can support each other.
Yes.
And I'm gonna get a good, but I want to send a shout out to Sybil Holloway.
Yes.
Sybil's Breakfast Club is like, I think she created the pop-up.
I think she did too. Just like the first person I ever did a pop-up with, I think.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. She gives entrepreneurs an opportunity to put your product in front of other mind-like people. Hello.
Yes.
Who can support you and who will support you.
Yes, she does.
So we're gonna work. We're gonna get. I know Sib, she gonna fight me, but we're gonna work it out.
She has an amazing. Actually, last year around this time, I think, because it was All-Star Week.
Yeah,
she had an amazing pop-up. I think that's where I saw you at.
No, you saw me
before the march in June. That's why I saw you at Sybil's event. Yeah, you're right.
I mean, it's one of the best networks
for
entrepreneurs. I'm serious.
Yeah, it is. I agree.
If you got something that's with the quality, there'll be an opportunity for you, and she can market it for you. So shout out to Sybil Holloway.
Shout out Sybil.
Yeah, big time. So how do we still? Let's talk about how do we get? Okay, you had that first note.
I think. Whoa, did I? I'm going to give a shout out to Pete's Produce Store.
Okay.
Because they were the first store to say yes, bring it in.
Really?
And before anybody. And see, because these big box stores, they're not going to really give you a chance. They want to see proof and evidence that you are a product worth coming into their store. You know what I'm saying? Especially when you're the little guy. Now, if you got big dollars and you just got money out the wazoo and you can just spend it on the big marketers, you can spend it on the big productions and all that stuff, then you may have a better chance. But for people that are just trying to get their product going, they taking it from a kitchen table to an actual product, I say write everything down and start the process. Also, don't be afraid to go to your local stores. Your local stores will give you that opportunity. That's why they're called local. They're getting their support from the community. Right. So here's something I need you to support in return. And they could say no, but why would they say no? They'll give you a shot. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And so that's what I did.
Well, you had a key factor that you said that you asked them, well, can I just have one store?
Oh yeah, that was crazy because you have this 3-hour drive down to Wisconsin, where our office is, and then he was like, "Well, I called to cancel you." I'm like, "What? No, you didn't." We don't have this meeting. Yeah. So then it was just like months of phone calls, but then eventually he called to tell me no, and I'm like, "What?" I was like, "Look, can I have one store, just one?"
Yeah,
and he was like, well, all right. Okay. And that's how I got in Mariano's. But I was already in Whole Foods before that. And, I got that opportunity because they came to Inglewood.
Yes.
They was even like, no at first. And they was like, I'm from the community. I'm like, look, I got roots in Inglewood.
Here's the thing that you have that we're working for our community to realize. It's your name.
That's true.
It's your product.
That's true.
Some of those big box people, if it's not their idea,
yes,
they would give you that note. But
that's true.
And then you probably let them taste it. So that's a win over there.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So, but that's a key thing. If it's not my idea, I don't know if this is gonna work. You know how we do. And it's unfortunate at some regard, but we don't support each other. But
now that is true.
You're in Mariano's, you're in Pete's, you're in Whole Foods. Now, I'm not in Chicago, so how am I?
Well, these days with COVID in place, one of the main best ways to sell things is e-commerce.
All right.
Online. And people can get their Essie Marie's at essiemaries.com. We will ship it right out the same day and get it to your door in 3 to 5 days.
All right. That's a good thing. Valentine's is coming up, and I told my husband, scallop. I'm trying to find that video you did with the scallops on the flat top grill.
Now do you like salmon as well?
Yes, I do. Yes, I do.
I did a Cajun salmon and shrimp Alfredo with the lemonette. Yeah, the recipe is on our site at scmaries.com. It is delicious.
Not a challenge at all. So what are your heart healthy? How has your life changed being the owner and proprietor of this phenomenal best dressed salad dressing? How has your life changed, and what are the testimonies your clients are telling you?
Oh, seriously, sis, I have not gotten a bad review yet. I have not. And I thank God for that, because I know people can be very picky.
They can be very
baby, they can give you some fire. I heard some stories, but I thank God for that. And I just try to even give good customer service too. You know, like if someone say, oh, I received my package and there was a broken bottle, I'll send them another one out right away, you know, because things happen. And, you know, we've gotten reviews that, oh, great customer service. Thanks for your fast response, you know, and then a lot of, you know, feedback about the flavor. People love it. And they do love the fact that it is healthy. It's not loaded in chemicals and stuff like that. And it's so funny because I actually had to fight, because like the people that's manufacturing it for me, they wanted to put chemicals in it. It was like, no, they was like, well, we can't make it. I was like, well, you're not my manufacturer then, you know?
That's
so
right.
It was just like, they want to put these chemicals in the food. And it's like crazy. I mean, one of the chemicals that took me for surprise was something that they use in grass fertilizer. That's in salad dressing. Like, why? Yeah. Do yourself, turn your Kraft bottle over, turn your Wishbone bottle over, and look at all the chemicals, the ingredients.
Wow.
It's unnecessary.
Wow.
Yeah, I don't like flavor that much to be killing myself now.
I know that. And we always try to kick in the new year with, I'm gonna have a salad.
You know what, Clara? I'm on a heart healthy journey myself. I'm not vegan because I still like my seafood and my chicken. So people are like, why don't you do vegan? No, I'm not doing vegan. I don't want to be a vegan.
That's not my call.
No. But I'm taking out a lot of red meat and pork and stuff. So I've actually lost 20 pounds. And I've lost 20 pounds since the last time you've seen me.
Okay.
Yeah. So, and I've been eating a lot of salads. I really have. I have. Now they not all the time. They're not my salads. I might bring them home from Panera or whatever, but I'm gonna put my Essie Marie's on there. Yes, but yeah, so salads, it's just really surprised me. They really do help you lose weight.
Yes, they do.
You replace it with those burger meals and fries.
Hey, now you tell me. So what I want you to do is also, we were speaking about heart healthy and, coming out of the walls and pop-ups.
Yeah.
But, some people are just afraid of the no. How do you stand up and say, you know what? All right, he told me no, but give me one story. How do you just put that, what is that drive in you that said, hey, this going to happen because I made my way all the way out here and I'm going to get my answer. Or as the late Robert Steele would say, God bless him, he would say, if it's not a no, then how can we get it together to make it a yes?
Exactly. That's so true.
If it's not no, how can we make it a yes? What do we have to do? Because we're here today, so we might as well make it productive somehow.
That's so true. I promise you, it was just like, I had built myself up and I knew it was going to be negative response from him because of the vibe I got when I went to the meeting. Plus it took him so long to get back with me, all the emails, all the phone calls. I was like, he going to say no. And it really just came out of nowhere when he was just like, well, no, we're going to pass. I was like, can I have one store? I think I had probably heard that somewhere. I always ask for just, the micro minimum that someone can give you if you're trying to negotiate something and see if you can, prove yourself from there. And so that's what I will leave that advice to someone if they are actually trying to start their brand, start their product, or start whatever it is they're doing to, don't always shoot for the high. Oh, okay, we're going to open up all of our doors and give you every store you want. Start small. You will grow because if people like you, and plus you're testing the market yourself. Mm-hmm. If people don't want your product, you ain't out here trying to be wasting your time. So, thank you for the opportunity to test, even though it's one store. And so,
look, and here's a better thing too. What? Word of mouth travels fast.
Yes.
That word of mouth will still the God-given truth. It is.
That is so true.
I think word of mouth can almost hit faster than the send button. Or
wow, that's true, sis. That is so true.
Okay, so we got some great listeners. I'm so excited because we have some new viewers. Oh my goodness!
Yay!
I have a new group, an organization that is watching us from Benton Harbor. It's called Benton Spirit News. Woo! So thank you for tuning in. As I tell everybody, if you are a new subscriber to Senior Talk with Clara Hubbard on YouTube, become a subscriber to Senior Talk with Clara Hubbard on YouTube. I will kindly send you one of these beautiful masks.
Nice.
It does matter. I just had to put that out there to our new subscribers. Please go on, become a member, and we'll be glad to send you our Senior Votes Matter mask to our new subscribers of Senior Talk with Clara Hubbard on YouTube. So what we're doing now is this. We're getting ready to wrap up. And what's next for Essie Marie?
Wow. What's next for Essie Marie's? Actually, I'm still trying to get through this phase now. Well, actually, mainly I'm here in Chicago. I sell a lot here in Chicago, but like it's a household product. That's my goal for it to be national. So I am trying to expand nationally. I believe because I get customers from everywhere. North Carolina, South Carolina, baby. California, New York, Detroit, Arizona, Las Vegas, they've all had the product, So I'm just trying to get it to the people.
Yeah.
Get it to the people.
Let's get it to the people. So how has your family been receptive? Because I know you got some great co-hosts, your children, when you do your Facebook Live, your children are your co-hosts. Now, children can be, they real honest.
Oh, yeah.
So are they now?
They funny.
I guess they have no choice being in your home to live a hard, healthy life as a young adult.
They so funny, Clara. These kids are hilarious. Like, my husband is very involved. I tell people, like, I couldn't do the business without him. Seriously, I couldn't. Because, like, right after we got into Whole Foods, like, I fell off a spin bike. At Aaron Foster spin class on the lake, trying to help somebody that got sick on their bike. There I go. I fell off and broke and tore my meniscus and tore my ACL and had to get it repaired. So my husband took over operations at that time. And let's just say he's still doing it. Thank you, Jesus.
We love you. Ain't nothing like a house together. I tell you, nothing like a house together.
It does take two, though. If anyone out there with an idea and they really want to get it going and it's something that they know it's just going to expand, it takes two people, at least two. At least two.
Yes. And then, too, we also tell people, also look at someone that may be doing the same thing you're considering.
Yes.
Or look at other entrepreneurs. Have that conversation.
Yes, for sure.
Sometimes we can talk ourselves out of things, I mean, during the COVID, I'm going to be honest with my viewership. I kept saying, I don't even know if I want to keep going.
Yes, it's really depressing.
We're impactful people and we see people and faces and we engage with people a lot. I had to say, and then I just talked to myself. I said, okay, Claire, you know better. Right. Turn around, get your spirit together, or like they say, encourage yourself.
That's right.
And let's get to the serious business. So now we're many people in a lot of great communities are watching our show, and I'm very excited about it. So, what is your closing remark? We got so many things we can share. Like we open up our show with tears. Now we're laughing, honoring our beloved mothers. And that's what life is about. When you lose someone very importantly, there's nothing that you should do, but also be considered to honor them about the life that you live.
That is so true.
And so I'm just saying, my life is non-negotiable, and I want to be around people who are of influence. I consider you of influence. You took something that was a heartfelt tragedy at some point.
Yeah.
But the words that she gave you, now here you on your way to be a millionaire.
Oh, thanks, sis. As by trade, I'm a therapist. I provide services to special need individuals. So I never thought I'd be doing salad dressings. You know, you never know where God is going to lead your life. You just don't know. I never thought I'd be making those salad dressings. I mean, seriously, I like to cook, but it wasn't salad. So I never knew. You just never know what journey God is going to take you on. And, you know, people say all the time, oh, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that. Your life is already planned. What's for you, no one can take it away. If you have a plan, put it forth and start on it. Plan it out. Take step by step and start. If you start, God will help you. He'll keep helping you. He'll keep helping you until it's where you want it to be. So just don't give up and always allow God to show you and to lead your way. And you'll get wherever it is your destiny is, wherever it is.
Like I tell you, I've been to so many, let me say, in the loss of my mother, I have gained so many other women who have been impactful in my life. And there was one woman who would say, if you knew what God was doing, you'd mess it up.
Wow. That's a good saying.
You don't need no help.
That's a good saying.
If it's in your mind, just put it on paper. As they say, write the vision.
Yes.
You wrote the vision. God took care of the rest. We always want to say, I got this. I want to, because I know I'm that chick. I am her.
Mm-hmm.
I just want to know. I want it to have it written out from beginning to end.
Yep.
It doesn't happen that way. Just start.
No.
And the people will come through. God will put those angels in your path. I promise you. I promise you. I promise you.
Yes.
That will make your path a lot more easier.
Oh yeah, that's so true.
I don't want to make salad dress. So I'm gonna get mine from Essie Marie. What is that? I'm all on this side. I don't need to duplicate what you're doing. You buy it from the experts.
Thank you, sis.
And we don't support each other. So let's take a spin on this. And I know you need some salad dressing.
I want to send you some. And thank you for having me on your show.
It's our pleasure. And we got many more communities who are watching. So we'll have her on our website so you can get your salad dressing. Let me tell you, you don't want to miss it. As a matter of fact, we're just going to do I want to put this synopsis up one more time for our viewers and enjoy this clip.
Clara, you like the bell at the end.
That's right.
My daughter wanted to say, yeah, co-host.
Hello,
say hi.
Well, let me tell you, we're going to be tuning in to watch you and your mom back. And we love to see you in the kitchen. You're a great sous chef. You do a great job. So we appreciate you very much.
Say thank you.
Thank you.
Have no time. Thank you very much. So
thanks, Clara.
Everyone, we've had a great time. I'm telling you, this is refreshing. We're celebrating Heart Health Month. As Antonia Scott mentioned, she lost her mom to a young age, as well as myself, of heart disease. But I think it's no more better way to kick off the month to honor them by the women that we are and having this opportunity here today. Yes. It's been very fruitful and knowledgeable. And let me tell you, we have much more work to do.
Yes.
So everyone, let me tell you, I am very honored to be Clara Hubbard, your daughter in the community.
Yay.
I take it seriously. I take it real serious. And I love who I like. I love who I love. But let me tell you, you've been a blessing to so many. I look forward and I support your efforts across the nation. And I declare a blessing over your business because let me tell you, if we can start, everybody want to put salad in your face. So have some salad dressing. Super Bowl Sunday coming up. I'm got some salad dressing at the Super Bowl party.
Super Bowl, that's right. Super Bowl. I got Super Bowl.
With some lettuce on, make it cute. They'll eat it. Let me tell you.
That's right, sis.
We had the right dressing. So everyone, it has been a pleasure. Thank you to our friends.
Thank you, Clara.
Watching Miss Patty watching in Carolina. Thank you.
Oh, wow.
We love you. We love you. So look, we're going to wrap up our show. We're going to try to bring her back for the month of March because it's Women's History Month. We have an expert at least once a month talking about heart healthy and how you look, because we all eat salads in summer.
Yes, that's true.
And then maybe you can share that experience of how you took the salads and made that part of a regimen to lose weight. Because I need to measure myself. I very much do. I do. So,
oh yeah, I'll inbox you.
All right. So everyone, God bless you. For those who've been tuning in, you've been watching Senior Talk with Claire Hubbard, Conversations from the Heart with Itonia Scott.
Thank you, Clara.
All natural salad dressing and marinades, SC Marie's. You can find her in your local
Whole Foods, Mariano's, and Pete's Fresh Market stores, or on scmaries.com.
That's right. So thank you to also her chef. Thank you for joining us as well.
Your sous chef, say hi.
Everyone stay tuned for more great programming coming up. But we want to close out our show and just want to say to everyone, taking care of your heart is not being selfish. We're living through a COVID. We're living through a pandemic. Some people have not made it thus far.
Yes.
What we can do is concentrate. Let's give our heart a break.
Yes.
Give it some stress relievers. Put some
absolutely
into it, and definitely support this business that believes in heart healthy salad dressing and marinades. We love marinades.
Yes,
let's give it a shot. So everyone,
you,
we may put out a special code. We'll talk to you next week about a special code if you purchase through Senior Talk.
Sure.
Who's getting it? But God bless you all. Thank you for your time. I love you, and I look forward to being a part of your show or in a part of your growth. It's my pleasure to be in love.
Thank you, Clara. Thank you so much. Insane to you, sister.
All right. For everyone. Our show is wrapped up. Don't forget to give a shout out to my Go Red tree in the back of my office.
That's a Delta tree. I'm
not Delta, but I got the red and white. Hey, you know the song, The Blood.
Yeah, there you go.
All right.
I know, right? Love you, Clara. Bye. Okay.